Welcome guys, another video about cylinder head from BMW with M52 TU engine. Same thing applies to M54 engine or any other car with camshaft or camshafts, doesn't matter. As you probably saw the other video, I showed you how to check for cylinder head for flatness, if it's flat or not. This cylinder head is warped, but we know, well, you can do two things: look for another one or just send it to machine shop. However, we can assume or pretend that cylinder head is good and you checked it's fine, the flatness is fine. You just want to check another few things before you gonna send it to machine shop to tell them what to do next. Of course, if you want to save money, you can just send whole thing to machine shop and they're gonna do a job for you, and that's it. You pay money and you don't have a problem. No time for ice cream now, sorry, thank you. But there are some few things you can do at home, like valve grinding. To check that, you need to remove camshafts. To do that, you need a special tool to remove the camshafts. However, I don't have that tool, and most of you don't have it as well. But that's the best recommended thing to do. Use the tool and no headache. However, there's another method to do. However, it's not recommended because there's a high risk of damage to the camshaft. Camshaft is very hard piece of material. If it breaks, it just cracks, that's it, it's gone. And however, there's a risk, but if some people like risk, however, I don't recommend that. I did it myself and I took that risk on my own. And if you want to do it, you're risking damage to your camshaft. The procedure is pretty simple. Each revolution, there's six cylinders on this head, and on each revolution of this camshaft there's only one cylinder or pair of valves which is actually open. As you can see, that lobe is facing that side, these two lobes facing this side, these two lobes facing down. They are the two pushing down the lifters. So two valves are open here, another two closed. This one here is nearly there but still closing the valves, and also the last one here. So what you basically do, you're removing all caps from the camshaft, but you can't remove this one. You can remove all of these because there will be no tension on the lobes, but this one have a tension, so you're gonna leave it just to the end, and then I'm gonna show you what to do next. Okay, so now I just remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, six pairs of nuts from the caps. As you can see, the camshaft is still in the position and doesn't want to come off. This is easy to remove. These caps just coming off easy. no problem. But when I start to remove these two, whole camshaft gonna start to rise up, but you can't remove it quick. You need to do it slowly, otherwise there might be some kind of problem. So the idea is actually to not allow any of these pressurized lobes to be undone at the first place, because if you have a pressurized lobe, there's tension in here, and you start removing all of these on the sides, the tension gonna push here and might just crack your cam, and that's it. So slowly, half a turn. However, this is not a recommended method. If you're not sure about that, don't do it. Send it to somebody who can do it for you. I'm taking risk on my own. If I'm gonna damage that, that's gonna be my fault, and I will have to pay for it, or for the new camshaft. Whole thing is rising up. There was just a little bit of tension on the end, so the camshaft is actually loose. So if you want to install it back, that's a bit more complicated, and I will show you in a future video, because I want to show you other bits like springs, valve. So in this engine, all caps have a letter and number. E stands for intake, A stands for exhaust. So you can't mix them up because they have stamps, not like connecting rods or main bearing caps. So there's no problem with that. And camshaft is off. You can see some surface rust because I was degreasing that cylinder head a little bit, wash off any dirt. But anyway, I don't care about that because I'm gonna show you something. There's a wear on the lobes. I don't know if you can see that, but they're not looking quite good. So that's the intake camshaft. So now what you can see, it's 12 hydraulic lifters, 2 on each pair of valves on intake side. So actually in total 24 valves, 12 on intake side, 12 on exhaust side. If you're removing another component after you remove the camshaft. It's the camshaft ledge. I don't know why it's sticking so hard. However, you need to be careful. Let me pry it a little bit. Okay, I pried it up. So now if you're lifting this up, you have to be careful because all of these lifters gonna fall out from the ledge. So what you should do, actually, there's another tool or set of tools, small magnets you place here, so they're not gonna fall down. You can make your own tool by like some kind of magnetic strip and put it here or anything, but if you're doing this way, just try to do it without dropping them from high distance, because they can get scratched or something. And don't mix them up. They should go back in the same spot. You can see big wear in here. This is when you can lose pressure, oil pressure, and the lifters might become noisy. So what I do, I'm just gonna place them back in the same bore. They are lubricated, so the chances of scratching them, like badly scratched, it's not very high. You can of course replace them, buying new ones, like I did for my M54. However, mine wasn't so badly worn. I can see the movement, how easy they move inside the bore. So they must have been noisy or just performing badly. And of course, don't mix that ledge with another one if you're removing two. Don't mix ledges with caps, with lifters, with camshafts. Don't mix them up, otherwise your engine gonna be working probably worse than before. You might lose oil pressure. Yeah, so prepare yourself, make special space for that, towels, whatever, cardboard, and mark them up. So I'm not gonna be removing second one because that's the same procedure. I just want to get to one of the valves, remove the valve, and show you more. So this is how you remove camshaft without special tool. However, it's not recommended. So you're doing this on your own risk. So thanks for watching.